guys, it's Yo Dog here for J-Rated's Unboxings, and today we're going to be unboxing the Mo Design WTAPS archive book. Cool thing about this book is they only made 2,000 of them and they sold out really fast. So it's pretty exclusive, which is cool. You know, just like WTAPS, you'd expect nothing less. So anyway, let's get it going. So the first thing you notice when you get the package is that it has a nice heft to it. You can tell that, you know, whatever's inside it weighs a lot, and that's a good thing because it probably means there's a lot of really good content in the book. So anyway, first thing that you kind of also notice is just how nicely designed, you know, all the packing slips and like how considered the packaging is. So for instance, like the dispatch note from EMS Japan, just really nice sort of grays with like pops of red, some good prints up here, little details that you can enjoy. Then there's also this, you know, postage paid stamp up here. It's also very nicely designed. Taking a look at the side of the box, the first thing you kind of notice is that Mo Design has sort of stamped a little bit of branding and information on the side here, you know, telling you that it's a Mo Design book, Tokyo-based independent publisher, and it gives you sort of the issue and the code, which is a WTAPS01, which is going to get you, you know, really excited for what's inside. The next thing that you kind of notice is that the box is it's a good size for what's inside of it. A lot of times, sometimes you'll get a book and the box will be too big or maybe too small, and it can cause distress or wear and tear on the book itself, which when you're dealing with limited run books is, you know, kind of the opposite effect that you want. So let's take a look inside and see what it looks like. Whenever you open packages like this, it's good to have a nice sharp knife, but remember that you don't want to pierce the packaging too much because the book is still inside and you really don't want to mess that up, because that would be your fault and they're not going to take a return for that. Most people aren't. Tape is good, nice and adhesive, but also it doesn't get too difficult. I'm going to take this packing slip out so that I can cut the tape a little bit better. And I might save that actually, just as like a little bit, just to remind myself of the purchase. Alright, so getting into it, the first thing you notice is that inside the outer box there's another box, which is good. And that box is sort of wrapped in bubble wrap, because I think they understood that you might want to hold on to this one, because this one has the WTAPS branding, it's got the Mo Design branding, and it's got the number 1, which makes me wonder, is there going to be a number 2? If so, I'm pretty excited about that. So the bubble wrap is sort of adhered to really nice. It's wrapped Christmas present style, which is cool, because, you know, it does feel kind of like Christmas Day opening up this book. And yeah, I'm excited, kind of like I was on Christmas. Sometimes I like to save this bubble wrap and use it later on. If you have like a figurine or like anything, or you ever move to another apartment, this sort of stuff comes in handy. Alright, so once again, like getting a closer look inside the bubble wrap, see the WTAPS branding, the 01, the Mo Design logo down here. That same sort of motif is echoed on the side, but again, like sort of redesigned considering the space. You have like this strong sort of central force bringing you straight to the WTAPS logo. It's classic fold. I'm gonna open this up. Let's see what's inside. Oh wow. Okay. So probably could have seen this, but once again, just the consistency of branding. if you look at what's on the box and you look at what's on the book, it's almost exactly the same. But now, instead of just being like the cardboard with the print, you have this really nice sort of contrast of the white on black, plastic wrapped. Again, there's almost like no chance that this book is going to show up disturbed, because it's wrapped in plastic, then put in a box, wrapped in bubble wrap, and then put in another box, and everything is just the right size. So, you know, Mo Design just really sort of showing out there. I'm going to put this box to the side really quick, but later on I'm going to keep the book in it. Okay, so looks really good. Sleeve design, and then inside you can actually see the book is in there. Now when it's time to open up, you want to be really careful. So you kind of take the knife and drag it across the plastic with almost surgical precision. Remember, you don't want to sort of disturb the fabric of the book at all. You want to keep it as in mint condition as possible. Alright. Plastic seems good, pretty regular actually. Kind of nothing super special about it, but it adhered well. So you can see right now that the box that it comes in, once again, you remove it, the branding, the consistency stays the same. I'm gonna feel the print. Yeah, that's a really nice deboss, just what I thought it might be. And so it's really cool because each time it's sort of giving you the same look, the same design, but it's adding a little technique. Whether it's sort of the cloth or now this deboss technique, they're really making sure that they surprise and delight you at every turn. So I'm gonna set this right here. All right, so I'm gonna open the book now. Pretty excited. Been waiting a long time for this. All black. First page, same branding, WTAPS01. It's got a little inscription in here. This book is a photographic record compiling the history of activities spanning over 20 years of WTAPS, the apparel brand, directed by Tetsu Nishijima. So it's everything from the archives of '96 up until now. So kind of immediately, the first thing you notice is that there's a really nice sort of like matte finish on all the pages, beautiful photography, white borders, elegant typography set in both English and Japanese characters, centered down the middle of the page, which again like is kind of consistent with the sort of what we've been seeing. And then here we are, 1997, the ripstop shirt. So you sort of just jump right in. There's no frills, no fancy like intros or anything like that. We don't need that. We're here just for the clothes. So going through, you see some really great stuff here. Different colorways for the ripstop shirt, ripstop trousers, and it's really just like a time capsule of streetwear and sort of, you know, where we've been, where we're going. Just excellent. Got the short pants right there. So it kind of goes through like this, some graphic tees. And the cool thing about this is not only are you sort of experiencing like all of the pieces that you've sort of loved and followed throughout the years, but you're kind of like, you're going back in time a little bit, and you're sort of looking at all the jackets and you're looking at the shirts and you're kind of remembering, you know, all the different sort of things and events surrounding that stuff, which is really cool, because not only is it an archive of clothing, it's also kind of an archive of where you were in your life when you saw that clothing for the first time. Oh wow, the Force Recon, the hockey jersey, I remember this one, 1998, really sort of beautiful gray color. 2 up on most page. I think I'll talk about this for a little bit. Page design, so you got 2 up, 1 item per page, and then you kind of have this really nice content system down here where you have the name, the year, then you have sort of the spec numbers and the colors and kind of that information that like real diehards are going to want to know. And then you've got like a little bit of an inscription telling you a little bit about the garment in particular. So, and then, you know, this is echoed again on this page with enough space in the gutter so that whenever you're opening a page, you're not going to feel like you're like missing a piece of the photograph because it's gone into the gutter. They've considered everything. Wow, it's really nice. So I think I saw something on a page over here that I want to kind of call out that I thought was kind of an interesting. Here it is. Yeah, so that 2-up style, they break it every once in a while. So just like every kind of good book design, you can't just stick with the same formula from cover to cover, or else you're going to get people a little bit bored. So it looks like sometimes they go really big and beautiful across the entire spread. For this one, it's the sort of the base camp duffel, and this is from the year 2000, and you kind of get really good looks at all these details and kind of all the materials, the different pockets and all that stuff. You really feel the heft and the size of the duffel bag just from looking. Got the high top Vans. There's a whole section of shoes. All the different tees. Here's another different design motif where it looks like we've got photography on one side, and then you have all the information here. It seems like here we've got like a collection. So this is kind of like the military bag collection with the belts and sort of the shoulder bags, the small bags, the waist bags, and then over here you kind of have everything all together, and then here you have all the pages, all the different items laid out really, really nicely. Down here, really elegant page numbers too. Small, probably 7-point font, I think, if I had to guess. Elegant. So then as you sort of go through the rest of the book, you kind of see everything. You see the raincoats, you see the crew necks, you see the sort of the wool jackets, the bombers, the belts, the sunglasses, the Oxfords, just really just everything. It is a complete time capsule. All the collabs, Timberland, Vans, Bape, everything that you ever would think about. Supreme's in there too. You got tweed jackets, you've got the Doc Martens, you have pretty much everything that you would ever want from WTAPS, and just kind of like an entire collection, entire sort of archive, even going into some of the sort of the steel stack and plastic stacking boxes, the stacking chairs, some of the non-clothing items. And it's just a really good time to sort of look at the book and sort of reflect on the impact that the brand has had, as well as sort of, you know, on the industry, but also as well as yourself. Because I think, you know, one thing about books is it's not just about learning, but they're about self-discovery. And, you know, I think that everybody's going to read this book a little bit differently. And I'm really excited to be able to dive into it myself. I'm really excited for you guys to be able to dive into it. Anyway, there's a last page here. It's kind of like a cool little surprise. I'm not even going to show you guys that because I'm going to leave that as a surprise for everyone who has the book. No spoilers. But anyway, yeah. So once again, this is Yo Dog for Gerated's unboxing the WTAPS01 archive by Mo Design, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching this as much as I enjoyed unboxing it.